Hey. Oop. All right, we can start. Man, I have. Okay. Oh, sorry. To charge my watch. Okay. So I have how many days? So I have tonight, tomorrow night, to finish this game. I want to finish this before the New Year ends. I'm pretty close from what I understand, so
Oh,
we're there.
It's you two. Does he seem like he's doing any better now?
He who? Oh, you mean...
I know that we're all struggling to wrap our minds around it all, but he looked like he was taking it really hard earlier.
What do you think about everything we've learned? About the Renans, the Great Spirit, and all that?
On some level, I'm not even really sure what to think, to be honest. I mean, the Great Spirit is like a huge natural disaster, but with a mind and will of its own. But if that thing's hellbent on trying to destroy our planet, then the only thing left for us to do is stop it. As for the Renans, I suppose my feelings on that are a bit more mixed.
How so?
Coexistence between Danans and Renans in Menacia is still a work in progress. In my case, I think that's partly because deep down, I was still on guard around Renans. So, to be told that they're like us, that they're actually just like us is, well, I guess it's a little deflating, to be honest.
You kept a pretty level head.
You mean about the Renans? At the end of the day, the Helganquil and the Great Spirit are the ones who are responsible. But at the same time, I realize that not every Danan is necessarily going to believe that either.
I know you're already aware of this, but the list of grievances the Danans have against the Renans is long, and understandably so. And if people then find out that they're all actually one and the same, yeah, I don't think they're going to take to it too kindly.
Even just among the Danans, I'm sure there'll be some who emerge with power and some who won't. I think if we can find a way to get rid of that imbalance, then we'll be...
Well, first we can try to figure out what to do about the existing conflicts we have.
Yeah. It'd be nice if one day people could learn to get past their hatred like Rinwell did.
It's no small task. We can't pretend like the past didn't happen and ask people to forget their very real pain and suffering.
Right. Everybody has their reasons for feeling the way that they do. But if we just keep yelling at each other about it, we'll never move on. In a worst-case scenario, it might lead to even more people getting killed.
And we all have to figure out how to meet halfway. Not just that, but to also embrace each other's pain, in a sense.
That's an interesting way of...
It's true. Everybody has their own scars, their own trauma. The first step to healing those wounds is to put aside that hatred. It won't be achieved through reasoning, but I think it's a good first step, if nothing else. And now, I think I see a way to move forward. But to do that, first we need to make sure our planet isn't going to get wiped out.
Oh. Yeah, Kisara has always been awesome. Like, the mom of the team. Yep, I'll let Alvin keep his eye patch. 'Cause it legit actually looks cool. Idea, hold on. Black eye patch. Oh man. All right, here we go. Oh man, it's actually dumb.
You both seem awfully calm.
Only because after everything we've seen, we don't have the energy to keep being shocked.
How are you holding up, Rinwell? That whole talk about the Renans looked like it shook you up a bit.
Yeah. I get this sinking feeling whenever I remember how Dan and mages like my family were persecuted and died out. And now, I finally know why that is. But I was thinking, if Renans end up living together with Danans again, then mages won't be such an unusual thing to see on Dana anymore, right? I know it's not as simple as all that, but Danans probably won't be so quick to let their guards down. And there might be Renans who still act superior because of their arts.
It wouldn't surprise me. 300 years of bad blood and prejudice isn't going to be an easy thing to overcome.
Yeah. I know firsthand just how much hatred can take hold in your heart once you let it in. But even so, I was still able to change. And if I can change, so can anyone else.
That's a
So I
Rocky
was
speech.
thinking maybe, I don't know, I could use my position as both a Danon and a mage to help bring both sides together.
Renwell,
That great spirit worries me too, though. Dana's will feels so warm and inviting. So why is Rena's will trying to destroy our entire planet?
Now that you mention it, Everett 35 and the other scientists here never really brought that up.
Maybe. But regardless, at the end of the day,
We won't.
On the other side, I guess.
I still can't believe it, man.
You're not the only one still trying to make sense of all this. Believe me.
Really? You've never struck me as the type of guy to get hung up on these sorts of things.
Did you forget what happened back in Thistleum? Once...
it was really that bad for you?
Yeah, it was. But thanks to
Man, I think you might be a better guy than me, Alphen. All I can remember thinking was, when's this guy gonna get his act together?
Law.
I was too worried about repeating the same mistakes I'd made back with my dad. That was no way to live. And I've tried to stay strong, my way. But all this talk about other races and the world ending, if I can be honest with you guys, it's just all too much for me to handle right now.
I know this is going to sound strange coming from me, but maybe the...
Oh?
I used to worry all the time about my thorns, for obvious reasons. But I never really opened up to anyone about them. And when I realized my visions pointed to a threat that was bigger than me, but that's when I finally got it. You guys...
In other words, if you let the big picture stuff get you all muddled up inside, you'll begin to lose sight of what you really care about. Yeah, I think you're right.
The thing that's most important, what I really care about. All I want to do is protect the people that really matter to me. To fight for them. That's good enough, right?
Not everyone is strong enough to...
Huh?
It's something your dad told me once when he was still alive. Law, you know you're strong enough to fight. And you forget all the big stuff going on. Just don't lose sight.
Yeah. I'll fight to protect the people around me.
So I think there is a way you can, like, fight Zephyr. And I think you're gonna fight him on his prime.
I apologize for making you witness that.
You mean hearing the origins of the Renans?
Indeed. It's shocking to have so many things I thought to be indelible fade away in mere seconds.
Even I'm still not sure everything we've heard here is actually true.
Let's not delude ourselves. If what we've heard is a lie, it's a rather elaborate one. I can only imagine that you must have been constantly feeling like this, ever since your memory returned, Alphen. And you as well, Shion. About your thorns, and being a maiden.
That's just part of being alive, don't you think?
To say the least. But enough about me. I'm not concerned for myself. What concerns me is all of the other Renans out there.
When you say the other Renans, you mean the ones that are living on Lenegis or Dana, right?
Correct. Even if we stop the Great Spirit from annihilating Dana, our problems will still remain. Putting aside the untold state that Rena may be in, if we do not truly belong there, we will have to think long and hard about where it is that we wish to return to.
So, I guess your only real choices at this point are to either stay on Lenegis, or come down to Dana, huh? And right now, Lenegis might not even be a safe option.
And at the same time, Danans are hardly likely to embrace Renans with open arms. If the issue is forced, things could turn dire. There is, after all, 3 centuries worth of hatred to overcome between us. And the victims of our rule have absolutely every right to feel animosity towards us Renans. Our own circumstances as the aggressors are irrelevant.
I didn't expect the former Lord of Menancia to be so down about people reconciling.
Menancia's fate was a stroke of good luck. There had been backlash over how it had been ruled, and I was blessed to have sympathizers among my ranks. Still, even now, there remain ardent dissidents.
But things can still change if you have the right people to help lead the way. Isn't that what you hope to achieve on Lenegis, after this is all over?
Indeed. I have fully accepted the burden of that responsibility. And on that note, I have something of a favor to ask of you, Alphen.
Oh? What is it?
I wish for you to serve as a mediator, so that the Renans can live on Dana peaceably. As the one and only Blazing Sword, I suspect the
And I take it that you'll be the one to represent the Renans?
Yes. I realize that However, the fact of the matter is that it will take time for Renans to re-enter Danan society without any bloodshed. That is why... Is it too much?
No, relax. You get so tense and formal when you're asking for a favor. Listen, there's no need for that. We're friends.
You're too kind. I can see you were raised well.
That's some high praise, Alphen.
Then I'll ask once again. This time just...
You don't even need to...
Thank you, my friend.
Aw.
Well, it sounds like everyone's learning from...
What about you, Shion?
To be honest, I'm not really all that shocked, actually. I mean, I might be a Renan in the literal sense. Right now, it's...
How do you mean?
Because for a really, really long time, all I ever thought... I thought I'd die alone. That fate had me in its steely grip. I would have never imagined that I'd be traveling with someone like you. Fighting to save Rena and Dana. It's been going on for 300 years. All this tragedy and destruction. When you consider the Helganquil's part in all this, it's been even longer than that. It was Naori's hope that somehow someone in the future would be able to stop it before it was too late. How it fell on us, of all people, to heed that call.
I don't think Naori was hoping that we would just stop the world from getting destroyed. She considered me, a Danon, as a real person. And I don't think she wanted the world to be saved, just so they could go back to hurting each other. Oh, maybe this is what she meant.
Huh?
When we were talking to Kisara earlier, about all that stuff like everyone's needing to meet halfway and embrace each other's pain and suffering. She said that the first step down that path that means forgiving other people. Even and especially before they forgive you.
Forgiving. So it goes both ways.
Yeah. I don't just mean forgiving things that happened in the past either. Conflicts will keep happening. If we have any hope of moving on and building a better future, we have to all learn to forgive each other.
You know, you're right. People can hurt one another without even meaning to. I know that better than most, thanks to these thorns.
It's not going to be easy getting past this pain, but if we can do it, I'm sure I'm there with you, Shion. I think that's the very least I can do to repay Naomi.
Yeah. I want a future that she would feel proud to live in, and I'm going to fight for it.
Whoa there, Savior Girl. We're here to save you.
Yes, I know.
Oh man, like the climax of the characters
is
are
everybody
really
ready
nice.
to do what needs to be done?
I am. There's a lot to think about, but at the end of the day, Dan is still in danger. I don't care who we're up against. We'll kick their ass.
What are your thoughts, Alphen? I want to know what's on your mind, too.
Like Law said, if we have to fight the Great Spirit on Rena, and so be it. It's trying to rob us of our... That alone is enough to make it our enemy. But it's not only that. One way or another, I think beating the Great Spirit is going to be tied to us saving Shion.
You're saying there's a chance?
You're referring to the vision of destruction we all saw in Lenegis, I take it?
Yeah. 3 centuries ago, the astral energy that appeared at the spirit channeling ceremony showed Naori that vision. And to hear Shion tell it, it's the same one that she sees from her own thorns as well.
Indeed. Shion's thorns are comprised of dark astral energy, the one type which we know is native only to Rena. And if Rena's great spirit is what's behind Dana's pending destruction, then...
Shion's thorns are the Great Spirit? It's not actually on Rena like we thought?
We don't know anything for certain. At the very least, though, I think it's possible her thorns are a part of the Great Spirit.
While the main body resides in Rena.
So, TLDR, or TLDP, I guess.
Shion.
Tales of Arise is about going to space to fight God.
If these
Pretty
thorns
much.
really are a part of Rena's great spirit, I'm going to go over there and give it a piece of my mind and then some.
The question is, how do we confront it? Suffice it to say, that flower growing out of Rena is enormous, large enough to house the will of an entire planet. The Wedge and Lenegis were both hard enough for us to overcome in their own right. This is an altogether greater challenge for merely 6.
And we only know about the Thorns connection thanks...
Hevric 35 has been observing the Great Astral Spirit this whole time. It wouldn't ask us to fight it unless it has a plan of some sort. Let's go see what that is.
So if the Sovereign and Maiden were originally boot-up programs for Lenegis, what about now?
Even with the Forbidden Zone in ruins and the Renaissance stolen, Lenegis is functioning fine. If it needed us before, it doesn't appear to now.
First they lumber you with a position you never asked for, then you're discarded like you're nothing? Who the hell do they think they are?
More importantly, who do they think we are? We might not even factor into their list of concerns.
I just hope everyone on Lenegis is safe.
Worst comes to worst, Lenegis is equipped with a large number of starships the people can escape in. As long as the whole satellite doesn't suddenly explode or something, they should be fine.
Wait, explode?
In any case, if we're truly going to make a difference, it's on Rena we're needed, not Lenegis. The people there will be fine.
Right.
All right. Central. There's not a lot of stuff here in this I never got to examine this actually.
Do you have your answer for me?
We want to ask something first. You're asking us to fight an entire planet. How exactly do you expect us to do that? You must have something up your sleeve, or else you wouldn't put us up to it.
The great astral spirit is an immense being, but its actual will does not run throughout its entire body. Rather, its will is derived from the core, which supports the rest of the body, and is where its strength is most densely concentrated. Therefore, if you destroy the core, the great spirit shall become unable to maintain sentience, and return to being ordinary astral energy.
And how are we supposed to destroy that core?
By
Hit it.
using the Renis Alma. You will also need the assistance of both the Sovereign and the Maiden. They are our best tools for suppressing and controlling astral energy. Using their powers, the Maiden shall seal the great astral spirit within her body, and the Sovereign shall wield the power of the Renis Alma to destroy it.
Hold on. That sounds a lot like what Shion described before.
Yeah, killing herself to take out the thorns with her.
She was actually right all along.
By my calculations, your powers combined should be sufficient to destroy the great astral spirit and disperse its energy widely enough to make it difficult to reform.
What will happen to the Maiden once we manage to beat the great astral spirit?
Any matter contained within the field of destruction shall be erased.
So it really will kill me.
This method is the most simple one available to destroy the great spirit, and is therefore our most reliable option.
What are our other options?
There is little reason to consider alternative courses of action when the most optimal among them is so clear.
You don't get it. I promised Shion that she wouldn't die. That we'd save the world without needing to sacrifice her. We didn't fight this whole time just to give up on her at the very end. If there's any other way to take out the Great Spirit, I want to hear it.
This plan shall lead to the fewest losses in preserving your world. Abandoning it is irrational.
That's...
It is vital that you proceed with this plan. A part of Rena's great astral spirit already resides within her. 300 years ago, the Great Spirit descended upon Lenegis in an attempt to assume direct control of the spirit channeling ceremony. We have reason to believe the Great Spirit left part of itself behind, and that it now resides in the Maiden.
Which would make Alphen's earlier hypothesis correct.
That part inside the Maiden belongs to the core, and can be used by the great astral spirit to revive itself. So long as it remains, it will be all but impossible to fully eradicate the Great Spirit. That is why it is necessary for it to be vanquished only once it is whole. Without the Maiden's direct control over the Great Spirit, attacking it is futile, and will only serve to strengthen it.
No.
Wait. Naori said that the Renis Alma can suppress the self-realization of astral energy, and that the thorns could be neutralized by placing them in it. If so, can't the same also be done to the Great Spirit, seeing as the thorns are simply part of it?
Well, can it?
It is true that the Renis Alma is capable of what you suggest, and could contain the great astral spirit.
Yes!
However, doing so requires fine control on the level of the spirit channeling ceremony. Considering that the Renis Alma was previously lost when that ceremony failed, I cannot allow it. Its uncertainty is simply too great.
What does that mean for us if you won't allow it?
Your starship will not be restored, and you will all be unable to leave here.
Why you?
Fine then. I'd rather stay here and rot than do it your way.
Alphen?
Whatever we do, if we mess up, Dana's screwed. The Great Spirit will destroy it. If you're fine letting that happen, and we have nothing to gain either way, then I'd rather do nothing. We want to stop Dana from getting destroyed. We want to save it. But not if it means having to sacrifice one of us in the process. If all you're gonna do is sit back and watch us where it's safe, then quit ordering us around and shut up!
Alphen.
What you say is irrational. Be that as it may, I shall accede to your demand.
You'll agree?
I am an observer. The Sovereign, Maiden, and Renis Alma are my species' greatest achievement. I wish to see how well they work against the Great Spirit in light of our demise by its hands.
But what are we supposed to do about the Renis Alma? One of your buddies ran off with it back on Lenegis.
It is likely that the Renis Alma is with the Great Spirit, functioning as a catalyst for it to receive Dana's astral energy.
So our only option to retrieve it is to head straight for the Great Spirit and take it back?
According to my observations, the astral energy is most densely concentrated in the center of Rena, where the Great Spirit's core is located.
So right in the middle of that giant flower, then.
I have one more question. You've said that Rena's great astral spirit is already integrated with the planet. What will happen to Rena once it vanishes?
Without the will of the Great Spirit, Rena is predicted to collapse. Even in such a scenario, the energy will disperse, and the Great Spirit will likely not reform.
So you're saying that even if we manage to beat the Great Spirit without destroying it, we'll still be in danger?
Likely, the collapse will occur in stages. It is recommended that you all escape before the final stage.
Man, I wish that thing would tell it to us straight for once.
Hevrek 35 and the others have gotten used to hypothesizing from afar is all. Fix our starship. We're going to Rena.
Excellent.
Excellent.
But I want to make one thing clear. We're doing this for ourselves. Remember that.
It matters little to me. The end result shall be the same. Repair work on your starship has commenced. You'll have to wait until it's finished.
Man, is it too much to ask for Hevrek 35 to talk like a normal person? I swear I can feel my brain starting to fry after listening to all that complicated stuff.
Don't worry. I think we're mostly done with him. Now all we have to do is rest up and wait. Once the Fall Knights is good to go again, we'll be taking off for Rena right away.
No?
Is the Renis Alma really our only hope against the Great Spirit? There has to be another way, right?
Shion's Fire Master Core was able to suppress astral energy to prevent it from gaining sentience, right? Couldn't we make use of that somehow?
I'm not sure. In small doses, maybe. And with the amount of energy we're talking about here.
Back in Calaglia, the Blazing Sword was able to take in a whole spirit vessel's worth of energy. If it has the capacity to manage that, it can do this, right?
Except after it absorbed the energy, it ended up releasing it all moments later, remember? Let's not forget, it nearly killed you. Besides, this is the Great Spirit we're talking about, not a paltry vessel. Even if I could use the Master Core, your body wouldn't be able to take the strain of channeling that much energy.
Hevrek 35 didn't mention it, and it did not seem the type to skimp on details. So assuming it's even possible, the chances are slim to none.
You're probably right.
Yeah, I don't like this too much. I like this one better. Anything here?
That was nothing.
Alright. Oh.
You still thinking about what the scientists told us?
Her armor keeps
About
switching
where
back.
Renans really come from?
I am, but not for myself.
I wonder why it keeps
You're
switching
worried
back
about
to
the
like
future of the Renan people.
regular armor rather than her
The
midnight.
fact that our people have been the same this whole time will only give the Danans further reason to resent us.
But you still intend to confront this truth head on, don't you?
Well, I did declare that I would live my life for the living, and not the dead. Even as I dream of retirement, I shall remain dedicated to the cause.
I'm sure you'll do great.
Now that I think about it, I don't believe I've ever heard you criticize or reproach us Renans even once.
I'm no saint. I have skeletons in my closet too. There was definitely a time when I hated Renans for who they were. I hated them just for being Renan. But you changed that, Dohalim. You gave me an opportunity to see them in a different light. Thanks to your reforms, we were able to stand next to Renans not as slaves, but as equals for the first time in our lives. Of course, I'm sure there were some Renans who still hated us on the inside. But we knew that not all of you were like that. There were those of you who were good, and that was a start. When it comes down to it, Renans are just people. They can be good or bad, just like Danans.
That is, in essence, the heart of your approach, isn't it? That we're all people.
Yeah, it is. When you can pull someone aside and talk to them one-on-one, then you have the chance to come to an understanding. But as soon as you stereotype, that chance goes away, and you stop thinking of them as people that you can relate
It's
to.
very topical.
I understand what you're saying, but we're talking about massive numbers of Renans and Danans alike. Realistically speaking, surely they won't all be able to get along.
Even if we end up butting heads with one person, maybe we'll find better luck among their friends. If we can build a society that works like that, that'll be something worth nurturing and protecting.
So you wish for people to form real bonds and do away with the hierarchy outright? To deal with one another as humans, and nothing more? That's the ideal future you hope to see when this is all over?
Yes, I do. I think it would make for a fine tribute to my brother's legacy. Though, that said, I would be doing it for the people of the future first and foremost. Do you still plan to return to Lenegis when this is over?
Indeed I do. I don't know whether I'll be able to reside in Lenegis proper, however. My first order of business may be to find somewhere to live.
You'll always have a home in Menancia, you know.
As I shall ever keep in mind.
Well, if you ever need a helping hand, don't hesitate to come get me. I'll always be there for you, Doe.
Did you just... Never mind. Thank you, Kisara. I appreciate your patience as I work all this out.
Don't even mention it. And really, when you think about it, now that we know the two of us aren't so different after all, don't you think that brings down a barrier that used to be between us?
You know, I hadn't actually thought of it that way before. But I do like the sound of it.
Yeah, I think I do too.
Hey, why'd you call me here? Was there something you wanted to talk about?
Well, if everything we've heard about the Great Spirit is true, then we're getting close to our final battle. So I wanted to apologize while I can.
Apologize? For what?
I get why you're angry now. Anybody would be if something they trusted was being questioned. So, I'm sorry, Rinwell. Really. I should have kept my mouth shut.
No, Law. Honestly, of course you were worried. Who wouldn't be if they found out there might be some invisible force pulling our strings this whole time?
But you really trust Dana's will, don't you? Is it because you can sense it?
Yeah, I think that might be part of it. But I also want to believe it's good.
Believe?
Remember how I used to really resent coming from a family of mages?
Yeah, of
I
course.
know.
Because you were
It's
always on the
neutral
run
at
and had to live in
best.
hiding.
When we rescued Zephyr and I finally decided to come along with you all, something changed inside me. It was the first time I felt like my powers had any meaning, even if that meaning was only helping you guys fight. Then, when I felt Dana's will, I was overwhelmed by how vast and warm it was. It made me want to believe my powers were made to connect with it. It made me believe I had a bigger purpose.
So that's why you hope it doesn't turn out to be bad. You almost need it to be kind.
Yeah.
Well, alright. Then I promise I'll lay off bad-mouthing it.
You will?
There's no way for me to know for sure one way or the other, right? But you trust it, Rinwell, and that's enough for me. So I'll trust it because you do.
Remember what I said about neither planet's great spirit reaching us here?
Yeah?
That's not quite true. I can feel just a little bit of Rena's inside you and everyone else.
You... what?
I sensed it when we first got here. It's a really small amount, so it doesn't feel like it has a will of its own. But I think that's how Dana's energy probably is too.
So you're saying there's a little bit of Dana's will inside each of us? In a way, doesn't that mean we're all Dana's will?
What?
Well, like you said, unless Dana's energy comes together, it has no will. So if we all have a little bit of Dana's astral energy inside us...
Yeah. Maybe.
Everett 35 might know the answer. But, you know what? I don't need to ask it. My will is my own. I fight for who I want to fight for. That's who I am now. Who I've become. So thanks, Rinwell, for sharing that with me.
It is very cute.
Ah.
To be honest, the only reason I was suspicious of Dana's will, I feel like you and I had grown apart lately, and I was worried it was because...
Huh?
Never mind. Nothing. Just forget about it.
Huh? No. What were you saying?
Saying? I don't remember
Come
saying
on.
anything.
Now you won't tell me what you were
No,
thinking?
that's not what I'm saying.
Then spit it out already.
It is very cute.
Are you sure you don't want to get some rest?
I can't. I've got too much on my mind. Especially knowing how close our last battle is. How are you doing, Shion?
Same as you, still trying to absorb everything.
Remember when it was so simple? We were only fighting all the lords on Dana? All of that feels like a lifetime ago, doesn't it?
Ages and ages ago. Everything that's happened since we first met. So many fights, so much chaos, so many wonderful people.
If I hadn't run into you that day, well, I wouldn't have met all of you. I wouldn't have my memories back. I'd still be a faceless slave, and I was not long dead.
Hey, Alphen. I want you to promise me something.
Yeah?
If we can't find the Renis Alma, there's something I want you to do. Like Hevrecht 35 said, the only way we can end the Great Spirit for good is to go after both the main body in Rena and the thorns in me. I need you to promise me, Alphen, that if for some reason we can't get the Renis Alma back, you'll use the Blazing Sword to destroy the Great Spirit, and me along with it.
Huh?
It's true the Blazing Sword may not have the strength of the Renis Alma. But it's taken us this far. It's slain lords and beasts. At the very least, it has to be worth a try.
You can't be serious. Have you forgotten everything that
Listen,
we've...
the Great Spirit isn't just our problem. It's a threat to our entire world. Renans and Danans alike. We don't know what's going to happen when we face it, but we need to be prepared for anything. We can't second-guess ourselves when the time comes. I promise you, I'm not planning on going anywhere. I'm prepared to fight with absolutely everything I've got. But if it comes down to it, I need you to be prepared too.
Okay. But you should know that I'm not going to give up on you, Shion. I'm going to fight this until the very end. I hope you can forgive me for that.
Alphen. Okay, I understand. And I'll forgive you.
Thank you, Shion.
So it's a promise then?
Yeah, it's a promise.
I remember how I felt the first time you touched me. My thorns made any contact a mistake no one would ever make twice. After they'd seen what could happen, fear would always linger behind their eyes. In my entire life, I never had someone willingly reach out to me. But when you reached out to me and gently took my hand, you didn't react at all. It was so easy for you. I don't have words for the shock I felt in that moment.
That's because I couldn't feel pain back then.
Even once you could, though, you still chose to keep reaching out to me. And when you did, I felt this warmth that I had never known before. But still, I hate having to see you suffer through it every time you do.
You won't have to worry about that for much longer.
You think so?
I do, because Shion,
No. You can tell me once my thorns are gone. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, shit. Screenshot. Oh, fuck.
Everybody get enough rest? We ready for this?
Yeah, we should.
Agreed. Can't stand around waiting all day.
Our task is relatively straightforward. We need only descend down to Rena, defeat the Great Spirit, and restore stability to both worlds.
We're fighting for a new future for both Dana and Rena.
Right. We've come this far.
Then let's go, everybody.
Repairs on your starship are complete. Everything
Is that you, Hevrek 35?
I can see anywhere within the bounds.
Sounds like someone's a peeping Tom.
Maybe we should give Hevrect 35 a break. It has been stuck in this tiny facility for a very, very long time.
I have unlocked all functions on your starship. You can now make use of its warp drive.
Warp drive? Wait, you mean like what the Red Women used on us? What brought us here?
It's possible that the Red Women may have found a way to activate it on the starship. They are Helganquil, after all.
Using the warp drive, you should be able to...
Wait. Shoot.
You'll need to be careful. Due to the force field surrounding Rena, the ship will be unable to go any further than the surface of the planet.
So, once we reach the shell, it appears we'll have to infiltrate the core by foot. Understood.
We gotta go all the way down just walking?
Will all the Helganquil go back to normal once we defeat the Great Spirit? I have a strange feeling we're going to have to fight them before this is all over.
The extinction of my people is inevitable at this stage. As such, it would be illogical to risk the success of the mission in a vain attempt to save my kind.
We understand.
Can't that thing lighten up a bit? Everything it says seems to be about what's illogical.
Well, come on, Doe.
Hold up. Did you just...
You heard the lady. Get going.
I have one last question.
What?
As Sovereign, your identification number indicates that you are well past your predicted life expectancy. Similarly, the Maiden lacks any identification number, as her function should have been rendered unnecessary. Despite this, the two of you continue to exist. Why?
We exist because others have entrusted this to us. Over the years, many people have come together and sworn to see this through to the end.
You mean it is because of multiple chance interactions? The likelihood of such events is statistically improbable. Why have you two continued to persist under these conditions?
It's hard to explain. To be honest, I don't think it's something an observer could understand. All right, time to get back on the phones.
All right. Can I warp back? Oh, fuck.
It would appear that our Helganquil host really has fulfilled its end of the bargain.
You know what that means. Time to go to Rena.
I guess this means we should give that warp drive a spin.
Oh, shit.
There's nothing here. This weird ocean we're surrounded by just stretches out everywhere. Is this really where the Helganquil come from?
I don't sense even a trace of astral energy. This world is dead.
Then this must be the hollowing.
You mean to tell me this whole world, the entire ocean is that stuff?
And it's covering everything. The entire planet.
This is what the Great Spirit does. After it depleted this planet of every last speck of astral energy, it went after Dana.
So arresting. This world of doom.
Back in its day, Rena was probably just as vibrant as Dana is. But after being robbed of its astral energy for so long, those days are gone and past. This is all that will remain.
So the Great Spirit took everything. It stole energy not just from living beings, but the land, the sea, everything.
And it bound the Helganquil in servitude, until their whole world was nothing but this. And by the looks of it, that's how it remains to this day. A world of death and emptiness.
With nothing left here to consume, the Great Spirit turned its sights on Dana, looking for another host.
You're saying if we don't stop it, this is what Dana's going to look like?
We can be sure that even these few remaining remnants of Renan life will not be spared in the end.
If the oblivion and darkness both Shion and Naori saw comes to pass, nothing will survive. It looks like we can climb down from there. Let's take a look.
So this is Rena. This is where everything began. Yet it's a dead world?
I won't let Dana suffer the same fate. Ever.
A hollowed ocean as far as the eye can see. What do you think would happen if we fell in?
Jesus.
What do you mean, what would happen? You'd drown, wouldn't you?
Come to think of it, I don't believe I've heard of someone ever trying. Perhaps you'd like the glory of being the first?
Nah, I'll pass.
This is essentially a world-sized Renin graveyard. Are you proposing to disturb the dead slumber just to satisfy your curiosity, Law?
No, because I said I passed.
Taking an interest is understandable, but let's not forget where we are. This place deserves our respect.
Looks like we're not going to be hearing the end of this one for a while.
You'd think I was already snorkeling in it or something. So the idea is to seal the Great Spirit inside the Renis Alma using the Sovereign and Maiden's power. But just how do we do that exactly?
I'm guessing it won't be as easy as holding a spirit channeling ceremony at our leisure.
I already had wielded astral energy once 3 centuries ago. As for suppressing her thorns, Shion's had a lifetime's experience. The problem isn't just our enemy's strength. It's that it's sentient, too. And you can bet anything you like it's not going to just sit back and let us destroy it.
In other words, we need to find some way to weaken it in advance. The Great Spirit, that is.
Back when Shion's thorns flew out of control, we were able to deal with them directly. If this is their host, they should be even more corporeal here.
If that's the case, it should make them easier to attack at least. And if we can manage to divert enough energy away from the spirit's core, even temporarily,
We might just be able to weaken it enough to steal the Renis Alma, which we can then use to seal it away forever. It won't be easy, but it's our only shot. Time to buckle up. Question for you. Let's say, knock on wood, everything turns out for the best.
What'll the world be like? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of this, do you really think everything will be that different?
A lot will have to change, that's for sure. The world will have to adjust to so much. My only worry is if those changes turn out to be merely skin deep.
what do you mean?
It's well and good putting an end to Renin rule. But if it just turns the tables, it's all for naught.
That's true. Just as bad if the Danans started pressing their own.
Renins, Danans, astral art users, mages. The world is full of labels used to divide and separate people.
If only we could see differences like that for what they are. No different to someone having a musical talent or being good with their hands. Not differences so much as characteristics.
It will take someone in power to set an example. But with time, people will follow. And then, perhaps one day,
There will no longer be any need for the example. It will have become second nature.
That's where we come in. Imagine it. A world where magic and astral arts are used to help people. Where that's the norm rather than the exception.
Yeah, you're right, Rinwell. Why wait?
Alright, can I fly back? Oh shit. Alright. Go to Moscow. Sorry, we're doing all the side quests.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Hey,
Yes.
just great.
How's this?
Got it.
Hey,
Yay!
All right.
Hey! Hey, I just realize.
Is this about dinner last night? I didn't realize those ingredients were off.
What? No, I mean, wait, you fed us rotten food?
Grinwell, the point.
Oh, yeah, right. So I was.
Yeah, they're designed to make whoever's wearing them stronger. At least, I think that...
Right. So it kind of begs the question then, why are they made so huge?
I don't know, makes them more intimidating, I guess? Or maybe all that tech wizardry inside takes up a lot of space.
You don't think it's weird how the armored soldiers are the exact same height as the Helganquil?
Can't say I'd ever noticed it.
Connect the dots, Law!
Okay, let me get this straight. You think the armored suits might have originally been designed to allow Renans to work alongside the Helganquil?
Huh.
It would mean... just that, I guess.
But not... hugely? Hey, Kisara, well, I've got you. What's on tonight's menu? Because I was thinking, maybe meat?
Get him, Hoodle.
Ow!
Oh, now you want to listen.
Ow! Ow!
I never realized before just how hot this place is. It's like being inside a fire.
You're only just noticing? Ah, yes, forgive me. The whole...
That's the one. It's hard to believe I once worked in this soup, let alone helped spearhead a revolution.
And all with the mask concealing your face. It must have been very grimy beneath that.
Back then, we had our plates full enough dealing with constant abuse from our Renan overlords. It never occurred to me the air itself was oppressive in its own way. My head's spinning just with the effort it takes to walk.
I think that's called heat stroke. You might want to take a sip of water.
You mean that water that's been festering under the sun for days? I wouldn't chance it without boiling it first.
Oh, I know. I'll go to the dock and fetch us some clean water.
Water alone won't suffice. We'll need to ensure...
In that case, let's see if we can rustle up some rock salt. Alphen, you go cool off in the shade for a while.
And then there were two.
Bit of an overreaction.
Maybe it's not the time, but this place brings back memories.
I know what you mean.
You don't ever regret meeting me sometimes, do you?
Are you kidding? You started all of this. Bringing down the wall, retrieving my sense of self. I have no regrets.
Oh.
You know, guys, when you think about it, we've taken out a lot of Zeugles. Like, a whole lot.
You can say that again. If one thing's for certain in this world, it's that wherever we go, we'll always end up bumping into them.
Isn't it weird that they're still so plentiful? You don't think the Renans have, like, a ranch where they breed them, do you?
Certainly in all of my years, I've never heard of them constructing such a massive facility on Dana, let alone up in Lenegis.
The only thing I can think of, then, is that the feral ones must be reproducing on their own.
There's also no organized effort on our part to hunt them down, so it's difficult to fully exterminate them.
Exterminate them? Whoa, don't you think that's maybe a little harsh?
What do you mean?
Zeugles originally used to be living creatures native to Dana and Rena, right? Being genetically
You're right. Zeugles were only created because of us Renans.
First, people made Zeugles, and then we let them go. And now we're trying to kill...
I hope we find a way to be able to live...
It's a nice thought, but they attack towns and cities.
Aside from the strays that have gone wild, it's worth remembering that Renans are able to keep them somewhat under control.
If we had distinct territories that didn't overlap, that might reduce the danger they pose.
Well, I guess when you look at it that way.
Alright. Alright, let's get all the quests in. Calaglia. Or well, let's get all the side quests.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Huh? I think someone's calling out for us. Yeah!
Hey,
Uh-huh. Yeah!
just...
I guess... Thanks.
Okay, I think that's all of it.
We finally made it.
That's a spit.
Hey!
Got it.
All right.
What is this place?
There's a hot spring here. So I built up a little shack around it. What do you say? Want to take a dip?
What's a hot spring?
It is a place where hot water reaches the surface from underground. It's nature's very own open-air bath.
Oh, it's a bath. Then count me out. That sounds like a chore.
Think of it like soaking in a giant bathtub, all while appreciating nature's splendor. Don't you want to ease your...
I say we go for it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You mean together?
What? Of course not. We'll go first, you men after.
I think not. No one takes the first bath from me.
Oh boy, here we go.
Okay, okay.
House Ilkaris will never be bested.
Okay, hot spring, here we come.
Oh, now you're on board.
You're not undressing, Dohalim?
Hmm? Oh, yes. I'm used to having an attendant handle such things. Could I trouble you to undress me?
Us? No way! Why the hell am I doing this?
Lift your leg, would you, Dohalim?
Thank you.
You really do have knickers!
Oh shit. Nah, it's making me want to go back, man.
This does feel kind of nice.
It was certainly worth the trip.
I feel more tired than ever, though. Dohalim? What was that for?
Hmm? Oh, it's to have the servant man bring me a drink, of course.
Is drowning other guests allowed in this place?
This is nice. Still, it's a little lukewarm.
The temperature? Well, I find it just right.
If anything, it's too hot.
Really? It's not hot enough for me. Be right back. I'm gonna borrow the blazing sword from Shion.
Man, he's gotta be joking.
Shion, I need a favor.
Alvin, you're...
What? but I...
That was funny.
fine bath indeed.
Yeah, we should do that again sometime.
Some walls are better left standing.
Yeah.
I think it's safe to rest here now.
Yeah!
Looks like we're up.
Oh, I can no peeking, okay?
Ha! You wish.
Take all the time you like.
Oh man.
I feel alive again.
This from the youngest of us.
Really, though. This is nice. I never imagined I'd get to have a group bath with you girls.
Gosh, Xion, your skin's so flawless. How do you do it?
You must tell us your secret.
Aw, thanks, girls.
It looks so silky smooth. I want to reach out and touch it.
Hey, hands off, remember?
You're so muscular, Kisara.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that, Rinwell.
Law.
What?
There are some walls that boys are meant to surmount.
God.
Right.
Only by surmounting said walls does a boy become a man.
I can't believe
And as it so happens, I can assist with that. Are you game?
Are you sure you want to do that?
Alphen! This is an important rite of manhood, right?
If you say so.
A man of principles.
That's not a bad thing.
You wouldn't deny me the chance to be a man, would you?
Indeed. You wouldn't take away the opportunity for a young person to flourish, would you?
Alphen's pretty cool, but he can be kinda dense sometimes.
Well, he went a while not feeling any pain.
You can't deny you're a match, Xion.
Yeah, totally.
What was that for, Rinwell?
The dirty-minded devils, that's what.
What? Alphen! What happened to you all?
I had no part in any of it. You've got to believe me.
That was a fantastic bath.
Yes, we should all come back sometime.
Us too. Please.
I suppose some walls are better left unmounted.
That's great.
Yeah.
Nice.
There's history in the air here. I can smell it.
I don't smell anything.
Hey, Rinwell, tell me about your parent.
They were kind. That's the part I like. I never understood why I had to work so hard to... Needless to say, that didn't go over well. Of course, if I'd had known that one day I'd be doing this, I would have taken my studies more seriously. What about your parents?
Same deal. Run through the mill. Told constantly that training was the only way to survive in a world like this. It got bad enough that I ended up running away and siding with the Renans of all people. And now,
I know how that.
the first time we met, you risked using your magic to stop me from kicking my dad's ass. You could have done anything else. You could have ignored it. So, why?
Yeah. I guess. Something about Zephyr reminded me of my own father.
You don't say. So,
Not really. Not at all, in fact. I don't know how to explain.
wow. Well, I won't pretend I understand, but
He was.
Maybe it's the snow soaking up all the sound, but something about Cislodia always feels...
When it comes to solemnity, I'd say our own Octalina...
I won't argue with you there. Still, that azure tint of the shadows on the silvery white...
Indeed. It was boorish of me to even suggest such a comparison.
all I know is it's freaking cold. Still, more pleasant now that the locals aren't quite as frosty towards us.
Well, excuse me if I'm too frosty for your warm self.
Oh, come on! You know I...
How about we stop getting hung up on the past for a change?
An unexamined past can be just as dangerous.
Better that than obsessing over it.
Kisara doesn't mince her words, does she?
I could say the same thing about one or two of the other women are...
Tell me about it.
I think I'll refrain from commenting on this one.
Poodle, I've got some dried fish for you. You want some?
Forget that. Doesn't some tasty red meat sound better, boy?
Hey! Stop trying to coax him away with treats. Get your own adorable sidekick if you're so desperate for one.
He appears to enjoy being the center of attention.
Funny how things change. He and Rinwell used to be joined at the hip, or shoulder to talon.
It's not just Hootle who's...
They do say pets and their owners act alike. I suppose.
Well then, I guess with you and Hoot...
Sometimes when I'm deep in thought, Hoodle will come up.
Oh, you will someday. You won't believe how soft.
Wish I had that problem. I'm lucky if I can so much as look at old Featherbrain without him trying to claw me to ribbons.
Really? He seems tame enough around everyone else. Maybe it's just Hoodle's way of establishing dominance?
That's dogs, not owls.
What's going on when Hootle pecks at you?
I don't know. Like when I'm talking to Rinwell, it's like he's trying to muscle me out or something. Unless... Wait, you don't suppose...
Come again?
Ow! Ah, get off of me, you insecure fluff ball!
I rather think they make a good comedic pairing.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Hey, Alf. What do you think of that chick over there?
Doesn't look like she really works out.
I'm not talking about her muscles, you dummy!
Oh, shit. Gathering Castle. Oh, okay. My bad.
Hey, she's pretty cute.
Who are you looking at? Quit gawking and let's go.
Ow!
He's trying. Oh boy. He's legit trying to hit on everyone.
Hey.
Hey! Yes! Right.
Sure.
I don't believe this. Ah! Okay.
Great. Good.
Nice. Ah!
But this is...
Wow. This is...
Yes.
Oh!
amazing.
Nice work. Very nice.
Thanks.
Yes. Okay.
Finally. If only we could have...
Hey.
Yes.
Oh.
Yay! What? Yeah!
Yes.
Yeah!
Oh, sweet.
We avoided getting roasted in that ring. But what we could really use is something to cap this off.
Sure. Got any ideas on what would be good?
Mabo curry. Fried bread stuffed with curry.
You'd probably buy out the whole stock.
Let's gather all the side quests.
We've reached our destination.
Dohalim pancakes!
Huh?
Sure is good to be back in the pleasant climes of Menancia. Especially...
Definitely. Your country is beautiful.
You do me an honor. How...
I didn't mean it that way. Native or not, that doesn't change the feelings you had for the place.
Allow myself to feel proud.
Nothing sounds easy when you overthink things the way you do.
He's always worrying about something. It's probably what gives him...
Yeah, so we'd know...
Let's change the subject, shall we? It's a wonder so many things coincided to bring us here. Alphen's awakening, Shion's decision to revolt, the Danon uprising in Calagli...
Zephyr's being in the right place at the right time. The fact that you happen to be a lord...
It's almost as if we were brought together by design. by someone who wanted to bring down the system.
No, enough Hand of Destiny talk. We did this on our own steam. It's our...
Did Law just utter a pearl of wisdom?
I do think about things, you know. Just, what do you take me for exactly?
Honestly,
What the hell makes me a dolt, you dolt?
I mean, she did say he was a likable dolt, didn't she?
Let's refrain from poking this particular Zoogle any further. Some lessons just can't be taught.
Not to dolts, anyway.
Hey, Kisara, what's your secret for putting up with Dohalim? I don't know how you managed to deal with him.
Secret? Oh, I don't think it's as difficult as all that, really.
Could have had me fooled. Anyone who waxes lyrical on the aesthetic qualities of cactus thorns is a step too far for me.
And those poetic flourishes he sneaks into regular conversation? How am I supposed to react?
He likes the sound of his own voice, that's for sure. I say let him have his fun. No need to try and understand anything he says.
Has he always been like that?
He didn't seem as on edge all the time back in Menancia. Though he was my superior back then. So who's to say what I didn't see?
The Lord of Cislodia hid in plain sight while a crony posing as him carried out all his business. What if the Lord we met in Vicent...
An imposter? Dohalim? Hardly. Like it or not, that's him all right. In all his flamboyant, circumloquacious glory.
I'd like to see someone try to impersonate that on a daily basis.
Come to think of it, what with being a lord and all, he's probably never had anyone to...
It wouldn't surprise me. Having you guys around, having a family in a way, must...
A little heads up on some of his eccentricities would have been nice.
It's those eccentricities that make...
Filled with equal parts compassion and passion, always ready to boldly rescue anyone from the perils of the munchies. Delectable, ineffable Dohalim pancakes. Get 'em while they're hot.
That's quite the sales pitch.
This is all new to me as well, I assure you.
Why, if it isn't Lord...
Might as well have some while we're here.
Indeed. However, I'm not sure how I feel about eating my own visage in front of the populace.
At least let me show you how to make them.
Oh shit, recipe.
I'll also teach you the most important part. How to draw Lord Dohalim.
Oh, this sounds like pure gold. I'm game.
Hey, we should make some pancakes right now.
They were drawing Dohalim's face back there. That seems like a handy trick to keep in your back pocket.
The recipe's light on ingredients, and a little extra work could bring the flavor right out.
Great, then let's make some together. Our very own
Sure.
You're out, Alvin. I don't need spicy pancakes. You're out too, Kisara. You'd win.
Win what? Is it a competition?
Yes, a contest between me, Shion, and Dohalim.
Wait, what? I'm more of an eating specialist.
You can say that again.
I accept any and all
Great, then I'll be the...
I can gather the ingredients.
Okay.
Hey, what about me?
Oh boy.
Maybe we'll have some luck finding what we need at the farm.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Right. Thanks. Oh!
Whoa! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to find out once and for all who's...
I guess he's emceeing now.
Let's hear some thoughts from Kisara, our judge.
Indeed. This is a highly eclectic group of competitors. I look for...
Expectations sure are running high. And here comes Shion with her entry.
I applied all of my know-how to this, and put extra care into the...
Well, that's bold.
Nothing wrong with Shion holding her head high. Let's see how it tastes.
I mixed in some candy that tingles the tongue.
Oh, I see. It's creative. I'll give it that. But it's quite, a mouthful, as it were. It might be too sweet.
Well, I should hope so. I put in as much food and sugar as I could. It should provide 3 days worth of nourishment.
God. 6,000
Our judge has been left stunned!
And not in a good way.
Now it's time for the Lord himself!
Here is what I made.
What the?
Dough halim pancakes!
I can't believe he actually did the art.
Go on, relish my crowning achievement to your heart's content.
Well, don't mind if...
Not even a moment's pause.
Dohalim, there's some strange liquid leaking out of this.
Indeed. I gathered delicacies the world over and packed them all in. That's what makes my masterpiece so good. Pancakes are overrated anyways.
And you're out.
Defeat.
And just like that,
They're both. How am I supposed?
Rinwell!
Okay. Ooh! Oh, your face. Whew.
Huh?
Okay.
Oh no, you didn't.
Oh my God.
Never mind. Let's...
It's nice and soft around the edges. The contrast of fluffiness and firmness is simply fascinating. And there's a sweet texture that's not that. And it's the strangest thing. I give this...
Rinwell!
Looks like you reign supreme over pancakedom.
I don't understand. I thought I'd gotten the look and taste perfect. Huh?
She took off running to burn off the food she ate.
I may have done her a disservice. I guess I was only
You know, these other ones are actually pretty good.
I agree. Still,
Yeah.
in fact, I would love to partake in... Whatever gave it such a fright?
Don't worry about it. I'll drop.
I can't wait.
You just draw them, right?
Holy shit. Let me see that recipe. Candies that Papa needed in the cinema gallery. Oh man, that's great.
Finally.
Right.
Saxleo Temple. Isn't that where Shion was being held?
Shh. Wasn't it beautiful? I can't wait for this.
Hey, Law. Been training?
Yeah, I guess I got a little carried away. You think this is bad, you should see the state of my underwear.
Yeah. A word of advice. You might want to refrain from mentioning that stuff around girls. Ones without a military history especially.
Man, can you imagine Rinwell?
I meant in general, but... You sure meant...
Huh? Oh,
Either that, or maybe some part of you is subconsciously always wishing she was there.
May the trials and tribulations of young romance never change.
Romance? Like I'd be interested in that know-it-all tomboy. I'm more about mature women. Someone more like Kisara.
You know, I used to be a tomboy too when I was Rinwell's age.
Look, it's not tomboys I have anything against. But,
Hey, I miss anything? What's all the fuss about?
Rinwell.
Thunderblade!
Ah! What the?
A little birdie told me you were speaking about me behind.
From the looks of it, I'd say you've got yourself a rival.
It wouldn't be called the Spring of Youth without a little storm every now and then.
Hey, Shion. How are you and Alphen getting on these days?
That's a little out of the blue. Why do you ask?
Sorry, it's just... I don't know, I'm just...
I suppose you're right. Well, to tell you the truth, if he'd been the way he is now back when I'd first met him, I probably wouldn't have gotten this involved. But then, if we hadn't met like we did, then I never would have experienced these feelings, so... I guess... it's complicated.
I can imagine. I know it's not the same thing, but... I know what it feels like to have someone you...
Because of Miguel.
Alphen's still alive. It's not too late, you know. And after all, who can say what the future holds?
Besides, touch isn't everything.
That's true. But I do remember back when we first met.
But that was a long time ago.
Don't worry, I'm only teasing. And you're right.
I'll say, cooking immediately springs to mind. And if it's someone's favorite dish, all the better. If there's something on your mind that you want to tell him, why not try appealing directly to his stomach?
You might just have a point.
Uh-oh. If it's Alphen's palate you're appealing to, that doesn't bode well for the rest of us.
Well, friendship is about being supportive.
Even after staying here, we never truly got to the bottom of what makes this realm's citizens tick.
Renan and Danon are meaningless distinctions here. To have one's own mind is strictly forbidden. All that matters is blind obedience.
That might be the case now, but it can't always have been like that.
Once, maybe.
If it's not, we'll just have to make something new. No, not we. They've had enough foisted on...
You're right. It's time the people here had the chance to...
These things take time to... What the... An ambush?
Sorry. Sorry. There was a huge flying bug and I sort of shot without thinking.
A bug? You mean like a Zoogle?
Something tells me she would have shot it, whether it was a Zoogle or not.
This realm is teeming with humid forests. It's only natural insects would feel more at home here than Menancia. In fact, I seem to recall reading somewhere that bugs around these parts lay their eggs in human food to ensure healthy incubation.
Sounds like they're tougher than they look.
What about you, Alp?
I wouldn't say I was their #1 fan. Mind you, if times get desperate enough, I've been known to eat them.
Insects as a culinary option, you say? What kind of seasoning are we talking?
Dohalim. I don't think he was talking about cooking them.
Hey, a lizard!
That was funny. All right. Out of curiosity, what's the new costume looks like? This clerk uniform. Oh, nice. Wait, can we all wear this? Oh shit. That's pretty dope. lunar coat. There you go. Where's the night guardsman? Oh shit. There's a red version? I prefer the black one. Alright, save. Oh.
I never thought about this until now, Alphen, but doesn't it get hot wearing that armor all the time? You feel heat and cold again, don't you?
Admittedly, yeah. It can get pretty toasty in this thing.
Is it hard when your back starts to itch?
Oh, you bet. Plus, my shoulders get stiff wearing it, even if it's not all that heavy.
Kisara looks like she manages all right with her armor.
Armor takes a strong body and a stout heart.
Spoken like a true guardsman. Not that I really get...
The more I think about it, the more I realize what a pain it must be. Like, what do you do when you need to take a leak?
Ew!
That part can be a bit of a pain, yeah. More things to take off.
That sucks, man. Wouldn't it be easier if you just walked around outside of your armor most of the time instead?
You never know when the enemy might attack. As tempting as it might be to take it off, it's not worth getting killed over.
So basically, you're screwed if you ever get attacked while taking a dump. Right, Rinwell?
Are you doing this on purpose?
That's pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Just great.
Cheers.
Cheers! What? Nice try, you two.
Never.
Wait. Oh no.
I'm alone.
What can I do to get her to snap it? Oh,
Alvin?
Shion, there's also this one, so please, we'll fight this together.
You dummy! That's not what I was upset about. That said, even if your bouquet is just a weapon named after one.
I'm just glad I could help.
You never cease to amaze me.
Oh shit. I mean, sorry, what was the transcendent matchmaker? Yeah, boy.
Feeling better now, Shion?
I'm sorry I lost my cool like that.
Don't worry. It's not like I have any room for criticism.
Being a grown-up isn't easy, is it?
Alright, where are we going next?
We've reached our destination.
Huh?
Well... All right.
All right.
I guess. Got it.
Oh shit. Two birds, one stone. I can actually...
That was quite the little adventure we went.
Yeah, okay.
Tom.
Cool.
Hey, look at that enemy. It's shining.
Let's grab this shit first. Still not here, huh?
Guess I misread the landing.
Is this the barrier that's keeping the Zoogle that Nath mentioned?
Looks like it. Our Zoogle pal should be on the other side.
This barrier is weird. It looks old and half-finished. Plus, he said it was okay to break.
I mean, we won't need it anymore once the Zoogle's gone, right? So what does it matter? Did they really think that barrier was enough for a Zoogle like that?
It was. That thing was sturdier than you give it credit for.
Really? So that's the Zoogle, huh? This should be a piece of cake.
Don't get careless, Law. What do you want to do about that big one? Let's take... Get lost! Not in your dreams!
Now you see what I can do! Bet that shell's hiding something tasty. The flame inside me! You're
Go for the weak point! You got this one covered!
You picked the wrong fight!
Illuminate the
Blade!
anything in order is all
Came
mine!
between heaven and earth. Outstanding form. A willing divine savior. You get the gist.
Now you see what I can do!
By the power of
Thunderous devastation! Catapult!
It's weakened.
Force flash! This ends now!
Here's evil. Lightning
Thunderous
blaster. Hold on to
devastation!
your arms. Here I come.
Astral art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down! I'm knocked up!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Thunderous devastation!
Sonic Spear!
It's time!
Tornado drive!
Force flash! Burn!
The fluidity of your movement is simply incredible.
Now you see what I can do!
Cyclone. Here. In here. Now. Astral energy.
Say no more!
Here, let me help.
Take it!
First aid.
Crush! Be still!
McRupture!
Shield.
Void flash!
Elusive deity!
Strike! Thunderous devastation!
Split it open!
Be my guest! Thunderous devastation! Thunderous devastation! Try harder!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Not done! I owe you back!
You must be tired still. I'm merely doing what I can.
Glad you're on up, Green.
Instinct sharpened!
Double demon fang! Flaming thrust! Thunderous devastation! Thanks! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Heal!
Thunderous devastation!
I'm grateful. I'm sorry to cover you.
Heal my wounds!
The waters of creation. Dance, immortal droplets. Final burning.
Radiant light!
You knew that, then tonight's meal is on me. You got it.
I'm almost impressed.
Won't escape me.
I said almost. Don't be scared.
Let me see what I can do.
I can do this all day.
Thunderous devastation!
Lunar corruption. The water is about to strike.
Force blast! Look sharp, everyone!
I do. Mega ray.
Anything in armor is all mine.
They smite.
Black and blazer.
This one's mine. A chain between heaven
I
and
can
earth.
carve through armor.
Let me help you.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop the giant being interrupted.
You picked the wrong fight! Thunderous devastation!
Burning strike.
Thunderous devastation!
Let me free you of your power.
I don't feel like my usual self.
Are you all right? Let me handle this one. Go for it.
Prepare to crumble.
Huh? What's a letter doing in a place like this?
Hell if I know. I highly doubt that Zoogle was trying to guard it. Law.
Huh? What's up?
Something up?
It's from my old man. My dear son, I wonder how things will be between us by the time you read this.
In any case, I first want to congratulate you on all that you've accomplished. Making it this far requires a strong body, fine technique, an unwavering spirit, and most of all, friends that you can count on. If you have all of that, then I, as your father, have nothing to worry about. Those things together will always keep you on the right path. That brings me to what I really wish to discuss with you. As with all of us, there will someday come a time when you'll be a grown man who can and must think and act for himself. Whether you'll live in a world where blood will no longer be spilled between Danins and Renins, or when that day arrives, nobody can say. But even if peace still eludes us then, you'll have to decide how to live in this world. Listen to others with an open heart, but don't be swept away by their words. Always live on your terms. One more thing. If I ever see you again, I hope to say this to you in person. But neither of us knows what tomorrow may bring. Know this. Whatever you think of me, what I've done, your mother and I love you very, very much.
And there's nothing in this whole world that will ever change that. Your father, Zephyr.
Zephyr.
I can't believe he's only telling me.
Zephyr once told me that I think he wanted to make sure you know how he felt one way or another.
But that still doesn't explain why his father left that letter for him.
Don't forget, we were led to this place. We may well get some answers if we...
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Hey.
guess... No way. Damn.
Whew. All right. This is...
Thanks.
Always good to be back in familiar territory.
I see someone who looks troubled about something.
Yes!
Excuse me!
Hey!
Really now?
What?
I see. Agreed.
Very nice.
Dohalim? The line of researchers is getting longer.
Perhaps I should have put more thought into this before accepting.
Oh, it's on Rena. Huh. Okay, so it's post game. I think I was on 33. Oh shit. Yes, we've game it. I'm almost done. I'm almost done, man. I'm just doing all the wrap up stuff.
Hey, if we find anyone who needs help here. Just great. Wow.
I see.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Very well.
So, wait, what?
How does this voice recording thing work? Hello, I'm Alphen. Hello, I'm Alphen. Is that what my voice sounds like?
Alright, is there any new challenges on the arena? Ooh. Alright.
An opponent like this should be easy. Void Flash! Thunderous Devastation! Dash! Dazzle! Thunderous Devastation! Now! You're mine! Void Flash! Thunderous Devastation! We did it! Void Flash! Slice! Thunderous Devastation! No escape! You're mine! It's on! Flash burn! Mirage! Lightning thrust! Take this! Crush! You're mine! Lightning thrust! Thunderous devastation! Thunderous devastation! It's on! You picked the wrong fight! Vacuum blade! Be still! Thunderous devastation! Lightning thrust! Thunderous devastation! Thunderous devastation! Try harder! Not a chance! Take this! Thunderous hit! Time to let it rip! Dazzle! Void Flash! Thunderous devastation! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Burn in hell! Thunderous devastation!
Oh shit.
Vacuum blades! Here I come! I'm not done! Dazzle! Thunderous devastation! It's on! You picked the wrong fight! Thunderous devastation! Thunderous devastation! Here I come! I'm not done! Thunderous devastation! Here I come! Thunderous devastation! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Thunderous devastation!
Come on. Come on.
Take this! Take this! Thunderous devastation! Thunderous devastation!
Nice. Nice, 3 minutes. Alright, we'll do that later. Oh shit.
We finally made it.
Whew. Damn, I can't believe I'm still standing after that.
Nice, Alphen! You did it!
You cleared the solo fights! That's amazing!
Are you alright? You're not hurt, are you?
I'm fine. Just a little wiped is all. Truth be told, I'm just glad to see all that hard training paid off in the end.
That was simply marvelous, Alphen. Were I still a lord, I would happily extend an invitation to join the Menancian Guards.
Now that would have been interesting. I bet he...
Sure. But then we wouldn't have him with...
True. There'd still be a lot of walls for us to tear down if I left.
A valid point, and one that I hadn't considered.
I'm only as strong as I am today because of all of you. I can't even begin to...
Oh, look at that. Look at that frame rate from the draw distance. Like, look at how that Zoogle is rolling. Like, holy shit. Then when you get closer, like, the frame rate increases. Alright, let's collect all the L's. Should be one here, right? I think I have that already. Vivid sphere, vivid sphere. Golden maze, codebook, guidebook, ring candles. You know what? Let's come back to that.
We've reached our destination.
We finally made it. Huh?
Gotcha! Watch it!
Oh boy.
You okay, Law? You seem kind of quiet.
I'm fine. Just feels a little weird returning home now that my dad's not here, I guess. Oh!
So I guess that means you'll be visiting your dad's grave while you're here.
His grave? What are you, nuts? There is no grave. The Rena would only destroy—
Back before Calaglia was liberated, dead slaves would be dumped and mass buried. We got used to cremating our own to deny them the pleasure. Then we'd sprinkle the ashes from high up.
It's all we could do.
But that was back then, right?
I suppose you've got a point. Once you've been doing something for generations, though, it sort of begins to take root.
My dad wouldn't want that anyway. Besides, I can't treat him differently than my mom. They might not end up—
I hadn't thought of it like that. They're probably watching over us right now. At one with Great Dan.
That's why I can't afford to screw up. If I know my pops, something as paltry as death won't stop him from— Still, better than being left alone, I guess. Better than never—
Ugh. Hey.
Where's the elevator?
This should be a good place to fight.
Wow, Kisara! It's so big!
You're talking about my shield, right?
Yes! Ah!
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Perhaps.
Oh, his buddy. Where's
Always good to be back in familiar territory.
oh, his buddy?
Yeah. Yeah. We finally made it.
Yes! Yes!
Always good to be back in familiar territory.
Yes!
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here fast.
Yeah! Excuse me!
We've reached our destination.
What was that?
Everything okay there, big guy?
I'll say. He looks.
What's eating at you? Come on, Alphen. You're gonna bring us... Yeah, it kinda makes you hard to talk.
It's,
A pep.
snuck its way into the back of my boot. I can't seem to get rid.
Oh, I totally get you.
Yeah, it's barely bigger than a grain of sand. So how?
You know, maybe this is a crate...
Ah,
Seemed kind of obvious. That's the trouble with windy places.
Alphen, is it just me, or have you become extra sensitive ever since getting your sense of pain?
Now that you mention it, the other night at camp, there was a fly buzzing around that annoyed him.
So much for sensitive. That's just being a Mr. Cranky Pants.
Nothing new on that front, then.
What's the matter, Alphen?
He wants to get angry, but knows that doing so would only prove our point. Hence the building frustration showing plainly on his face.
would you stop analyzing things for 1 minute?
Point taken.
Okay.
Looks like we made it here in one piece. Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Mm-hmm.
Let's erase that one.
Don't, Shion. We need everyone's voices. Ah! Why are your thorns more painful than usual?
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
You did good.
Well,
That can't...
Really?
Is that so?
what's wrong?
Very well.
Hey, Alvin. Let me hear Tigrina's voice.
Sure, here.
Oh.
You little... Go take a trip around the Twin Worlds and never come back.
That's pretty funny. All right. So it looks like I have to activate one more quest for the side owl, for the owls. Like, looks like there's a goal to like discover all the owls. 1 second. Let's all right, let's do Shion's.
Out of our way! Lunar corruption! Fierce Wave Glacier!
going? Here's a healing art. First aid. Lunar corruption. Magna ray. Lunar corruption. It's time to finish this. Die. Consuming wildfire. Magna ray.
Is that curse strong? Sweet.
Here I go. How's this? Lunar blast. Lunar blast. Sighted. Got you. It's over. Spear sweep. Think again. Here I go. Lunar blast. Got primed and ready. First aid. Who wants? You're open. How's this? I'm only getting started. Spear sweep. Now. You're open. Go. Lunar blast. First aid. Magna ray. Lunar blast. Take it. Go. Where are you going? You're mine. Magna ray. Glaciers. Spear sweep. Spear sweep. Eat dirt. That'll bring you down. Spear sweep. Magna ray. There. And again. Lunar blast. Got you. Lunar blast. Take it. How's this? Magna ray. This one's mine. Spear sweep. Spear sweep.
Oh shit, there you go. It's a stronger weapon.
Take it. And again. That'll bring you down. I'm ready. Magna ray. Spear sweep. This is it. Here I go. Got you. Spear sweep. Now. And again. I'm only getting started. Spear sweep. Where are you going? Spear sweep. Take it. One more. Spear sweep. Glaciers. Here I go. And again. Go. Glaciers. If it's in the sky, it's mine. Sighted. And again. Lunar blast. Spear sweep. Here I go. Spear sweep. Spear sweep. I never miss. Spear sweep. You're open. How's this? Here's a healing art. First aid. Spear sweep. Sighted. Go. You're mine. Here I go. And again. Spear sweep. Here I go. I'm ready. Here I go. Spear sweep! Go!
Nice.
Well, how do you think I did?
What do I think? I think you did one hell of a job. Just what made you decide to go all the way?
I guess you could say pride. Once I set... Although, after a while, I did want to put myself to the test and see how strong I am. That was definitely part of it, too.
I can understand that. Always feels great when you can tell you're really honing your techniques.
You look like a queen at this point, Shion.
A queen?
Yeah! You brush enemies aside like it's not—
I mean, I was just doing that to be cautious. I can't afford to let anyone get close.
Regardless, you still came out on top all by yourself. Congrats, Shion.
Now that I'm so strong, I'm thinking I might want to face off again.
I'll give it some...
Alright.
Little help! Spread! Raging cascade! Spread! I'm on a roll! Gotcha! Hey, it's a duel of the arts! Blows not in your dreams! Here goes! Gotcha! Ow! One more! Here's another! Blows flight! Here goes! Right back at ya! Here goes! Ugh. Take that! Hit! Blah, 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 next spread! You get the gist. Spread! Here goes! Bullseye! Blah, blah, blah. Air thrust! Blah, blah, blah. Air thrust! Puddles! Blows flight! Razor Cyclone! Razor Cyclone! Here goes! Take that! Blows flight! Here goes! Puddle! Tempest Whirl! Hut! Blows flight! Razor Cycle! Blows flight! Here goes!
Whip.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Close one! Gotcha! Magicazam! Dance in the wind! I'm sorry. This will be a delicious piece of cake. Tempest Whirl! Hit! Go get Letty! Rate not in your dreams! Hit! Go right back at ya! Here goes! One more! Blows flight! Razor Cyclone! Not so smug, Nat! Right back at ya! Hush! Go get him! Gotcha! Art expert coming through! Razor Cyclone! Ow! Swallow's Flight! Raging Storm! Go get him! One more! Razor Cyclone! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! 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 Dance in the wind! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Blah, 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 magic! Air thrust! You get the gist. Blah, blah, arts require complete focus!
Shit.
Go get him! Don't get in my way! Raging Storm! Puddle! I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar! Hit! Take that! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Blah, 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 then air thrust! You get the gist. Air thrust! You get the gist. Blah, blah, blah. Take care of Poodle.
Oh, I hate using word ball. Arts.
Little help! Celestial Hammer! Arch Shield! Celestial Hammer! Not on my... Hold on to your art. Here I come! Not on my watch! I'm on right back at ya! Huh! Go get him! Bullseye! Up and at him! Let's go! Celestial Hammer! Ha! Celestial Hammer! Celestial Hammer! A chain between heaven and earth. A wailing banshee of lightning! Divine Savior! Ice Prison! Ice Prison!
Does it have any fire?
Light Astral Energy!
Okay.
The flames will roar! Burning strike! Celestial Hammer! Razor Cyclone! Razor Cyclone! The flames will roar! Burning strike! Blah 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 magic! Burning strike! You get the gist. Burning strike! The flames will roar! Burning strike! Blah 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 magic! Burning strike! Blah blah blah! Air thrust! Blah blah blah! Burning strike! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! The magic is there! Burning strike! Blah blah blah! Air thrust! You get the gist. Burning strike! The flames will roar! Burning hearts require complete focus! Close one! Gotcha! The magic is there! Burning strike! The flames will roar! Burning strike! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Blah 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 magic! Air thrust! Blah blah blah! Air thrust! You get the gist. Air thrust! Blah blah blah! Burning strike! You get the gist. Air thrust! Blah blah blah! Burning strike! You get the gist. Air thrust! Celestial Hammer! Ice Prison! Blah 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 magic! Burning strike! You get the gist. Air thrust! Blah blah blah! Burning strike! Blah blah blah! Air thrust! Celestial Hammer! Huh! Take that! Ice Prison! Don't mind if I do. Tempest Whirl! All right, it's showtime! Razor Cyclone! Here go! Everyone, get back! It's too dangerous! Burning Strike! Raging Storm! I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar!
Nice. Ooh, that was way too close.
We did
did it, Hoodle! We
You've gotten way stronger since we first met you in Calaglia, Rinwell.
You wouldn't think she's a hardened fighter from how excited.
Nothing wrong with that. It's good to see her What's gotten into you?
Birds are sometimes known to act aggressively towards those who get close to their chosen partners. Perhaps something similar is taking place here.
Huh? What are you talking about? Stop it! How do I get him to leave me alone?
Maybe he's just upset because you haven't
What?
What's...
I'm just trying to...
Alright. Finally we get...
No backing down! Eat this! I'll smash you! Ready and raring! Eat this! Come and get it! I'll finish you here and now! Bang Bolero! Death Blossom! I'll finish you here and now! I'll smash you! First strike! Talon Storm! Now I'm in the groove! Come and get it! First strike! Talon Storm! Talon Hurricane! I'm on it! Rip and tear! Glimmer! Now I'm in the groove! First strike! Talon Storm! Bang! I'm on a roll now! That's enough! Talon Hurricane! Death Blossom! Talon! I'll finish. It's go time! I'll smash you! I'm on it! Come and get it! Rip and tear! Glimmer Dragons! I'm on it! Talon Hurricane! Rip and tear! They got me flanked! First strike! Talon Storm! Blow away! These fists have got your name on them! Blow away! Talon Hurricane! Eat this! Death, I'm just getting started! Bang Blast! Talon Hurricane! Death, I'm just getting started! First strike! Talon Storm! This one's for you, Dad! And it was nice while it lasted. It's go time! I'll smash you! First strike! Come and get it! Watch this! That's enough! Death Blossom! Talon Storm! Shouldn't have messed with me! Bang Blast! I'll crush you! Lightning Reflexes! Tenebrous Claw! I'm on it! Talon! Storm! Now I'm in trouble. Blow away! Bang Blast! Almost! Now I'm in the groove! Talon Storm! Not my finest. It's on! First strike! That's enough! I'm on it! Come and get it! Talon Storm! Talon Hurricane! Now I'm in the... Lost my focus! First, take this! I can carve through armor! I'm on it! Ha! All shouldn't have messed with me! This one's for you, Dad! I'll crush you! Lightning Reflexes! Tenebrous Claw! I'm on it! Talon Storm! I'm in the groove. Big blast! Talon Hurricane! No, I won't give in. Shattering of pieces! Attack time! That's enough! Come and get it! I'm just getting started. Watch it! Armor won't save you! I'm on it! That's enough! Last one out gets eaten alive!
Alright, one sec. Equipment... Most lost stuff is...
I'm on it! Almost! You're wide open! I'm just ready and raring! I'm on it! Talon Storm! Come and get it! That's enough! I'm on a roll now! Talon Storm! You shouldn't have messed with me! Blow away! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Bastard! Come and get... I'm on a... Take this! Talon Storm! Blow away! I'm just getting started! Talon Storm! All good things come to an end. Now you see what I can do! First strike! Talon Hurricane! Fake Bolero! Now I'm in the groove! Death Blossom! All good. I'm on it! Hey, when did I get so popular? Now I'm in trouble. Come and get Shattering of Pieces! Attack time! I'm on it! That's enough! This one's for you, Dad! Oh, now I'm real mad! I'll finish you here and now! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Glimmer Dragon! Rip and... Watch this! Glimmer Dragon! Rip and tear! Glimmer Dragon! Almost! Too slow! That's enough! Rip and tear! Glimmer Dragon! Glimmer Dragon! Rip and tear! Glimmer Dragon! First, watch it! First strike! Glimmer Dragon! Rip and tear! Glimmer Dragon! Ready and raring! Eat this! Almost! I'll finish! I'll smash you! Talon Hurricane! Death Blossom! Glimmer Dragon! Watch this! Rip and tear! You see what happened there is you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that. Rip and tear! I'm on a roll now! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Talon Hurricane!
dragon! Rip and tear! Rip and tear! Glimmer dragon! Rip and tear! Glimmer dragon! Rip and tear! Glimmer dragon! Rip and tear! Ready and raring! Glimmer dragon! Almost! First strike! That's enough! Shouldn't have messed with me! Rip and tear! I'll crush you!
Alright.
Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Nice. What? Oh man. Oh, there you go.
Hell yeah! Look who cleared the solo fights!
That was great. You really earned it.
I barely broke a sweat doing all that. All in a day's work for the likes of me.
I'd argue that at times things looked rather harrowing for you. Nevertheless, I'm glad to see you emerge safe and victorious.
Can't you see how excited he is? Maybe next time hold your tongue before you rain on someone's parade.
You're right. He can always reflect on what he did wrong later.
Hey, are you guys saying
You did good, Law. I can tell that you're...
Alphen, thanks, man! I'll...
Alright.
Out of my way! No chance! Nice try! This one's mine! Light up the dark! Alright, take cover when it curls up! Look sharp! Take this! Hurricane Strike! Going in! Too slow! Look sharp! One more! Guardian Field! I'm ready to go! On guard! One more! Hurricane Strike! On guard! That's it! No chance! Surprise! This one's mine! Hurricane Spike! Look sharp! One more! Look sharp! Lightning! Nice try! Huh, that's it! Hurricane Strike! Lightning Strike! Now you've gone and ticked me off! Hurricane Strike! Lightning Strike! Huh, one more! Hurricane Strike! Lightning Strike! Light up the dark! I'm ready to go! I'm ready to go. This one's mine. Hurricane strike! Lightning strike! All right, let me at him. Light up the dark. All right, let me at him. Going in. On guard. One more. Going in. One more. Lightning strike. Hurricane strike. Lightning strike. No chance. You're open. This one's mine. This one's mine. Hurricane strike. Lightning strike. No chance. Got you. Look sharp. This one's mine. Far enough. Surprise. This one's mine. This one's mine. Hurricane strike. Going in. Take this. Going in. Hurricane strike. Going in. That's it. This one's mine. That's it. Hurricane strike. This one's mine. Going in. No chance. Nice try. How do you like being pounded into shape? I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare Molotov! No! This one's mine. Going in. Take this. No chance. Surprise! This one's mine. Hurricane strike! Crescent moon! Light up the dark! All right, let me at him. Going in. One more. No chance. Too slow. On guard. One more. Lightning strike! Going in. Take this. No chance. No! This one's mine. Lightning strike! Denied! Going in. Take this. Look sharp. Light up the dark. I'm ready to go. Huh. One more. Light up the dark. I'm ready to go. Light up the dark. All right. I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Molotov. This one's mine. No chance! Got you! Look sharp! The power of light! I'm ready to go! No chance! Got you! Look sharp! Take this! On guard! Take this! Light up the dark! I'm ready to go! Look sharp! That's it! No chance! You're open! Leave the chargers to me! Going in! One more! Hurricane strike! Lightning strike! This one's mine! Guardian field! All right, let me at him! All right, let me at him! This one's mine! Guardian field! I'm ready to go! No chance! Nice try! This one's mine! All right, let me at him! Guardian field! I'm ready to go! Nothing gets by me! Look sharp! Take this! Light up the dark! Denied! No chance! You're open! All right, let me at him! Hurricane strike! Going in! Now you've gone and ticked me off! Crescent moon! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Molotov!
Aw.
Seriously? Is this a joke? Going in! One more! Glacial fire! Huh, one more! I'm ready! Plenty left! Light up the dark! Alright, let me at him! This one's mine! Light spear! Lacerating tempest! On guard! Nice try! On guard! One more! Light spear! Lacerating tempest! Glacial fire! Phew! One more! Look sharp! One more! Look sharp! That's it! Look sharp! Take this! Going in! That's it! Look sharp! Light spear! Lacerating tempest! Look sharp! Ugh! Guardian field! I'm ready to go! Alright, too slow! This one's mine! Sadistic descent! Light spear! Look sharp! Beast assault! Guardian field! Alright, let me at him! Look sharp! That's it! On guard! Beast assault! Ha! Take this! Light up the dark! I'm ready to go! Plenty left! Light spear! Sadistic descent! Light spear! Glacial fire! Nice try! This one's mine! Sadistic descent! Light spear! This one's mine! Light spear! Glacial fire! This one's no chance! The power of light! Alright, let me at him! Glacial fire! Going in! Take this! This one's mine! Sadistic descent! Light spear! Beast assault!
All right, let me at him. I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malisa! Look sharp. That's it. Far enough. On guard. Lacerating Tempest. Glacial Pyre. No chance. You're open. On guard. Light Spear. The power of light. All right, let me at it. No chance. Surprise. Look sharp. Going in. One more. No chance. Now. Going in. Light up the dark. All right, let me at him. I'm ready to go. On guard. Guardian Field. I'm ready to go. I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malisa. On guard. That's it. I'm ready. No chance. Surprise. On guard. One more. Light Spear. Light up the dark. All right, let me at him. That's it.
Nice.
I'm getting pretty hungry.
Wanna...
Looks like I pulled through. Glad
I'd say what you've done will truly inspire the other guardsmen. Few of...
Man, being a guardsman sounds rough. You've still got to carry that kind of a weight on your shoulders even after...
If only I'd reached this point sooner. Perhaps my brother would have opened. I feel like I failed.
In hindsight, Miguel was always concerned for your well-being.
He was? I knew it. Of course.
As I recall, he worried that if you became too strong, any potential suitors would be frightened away.
Suitors?
Dohalim. Did you really think that was an appropriate topic to bring up right now?
Why? Was I out of line somehow?
I don't think you need to worry, Kisara. Everyone...
Right, and you know how to fish, which means you can carry your own weight out to...
I don't know if telling her that is going to help in the way you guys think it will.
No, it's not...
I suppose that makes you something of a wild guardsman, then.
Dohalim, please stop talking.
Oh boy. Alright, one more. We'll do Dohalim.
Discourteous, aren't you? Can't get out of this! Can you take it? Take this! Leave the agile ones to me. Begin! Does it hurt? Nothing will hold me back. I'll face you. Elusive deity! Tornado drive! Tempest! Elusive deity! You require a hand. No further! I'll face you. Tempest! Crumble! Ha! Everlasting dark! Elusive deity! Now or never! Everlasting dark! Rotating pile driver! Never have I been so popular. No further! Can you take it? Tempest! Tempest! Benediction light. Heal! Can you take it? Elusive deity! Can you take it? Rotating pile driver! Take this! It's time! Rotating pile driver! Does it hurt? Tornado drive! I'll face you! Demon lance! Crumble! Ha! Now or never! Begin! Does it hurt? No further! Can you take it? You're mine! Take this! Rotating
Rotating pile driver. Heal. Begin. Elusive deity. Behold. The earth pulse. Tectonic vision. Begin. Take this. Benediction light. Crumble. Begin. Take this. Tempest. Have this. Tempest. In your face. Can you take it? Tempest. Elusive deity. Prepare to be sealed. Rotating pile driver. Elusive deity. Ha! Does it hurt? Tempest. Can you take it? Tempest! No further! Can you take it? Tempest!
Oh shit, you can chain this.
Prepare to be sealed! In a bind? Tornado drive! Benediction light. Elusive deity! Demon lash! No Tempest! Tempest! Don't get carried away! Tempest! What? Benediction light. Heal! Rotating pile jump! Benedict, now or never. Heal! In a bind? Can you take it? Tornado drive! Benediction light. Heal! Rotating pile driver! Can you take it? Elusive deity! Tempest! What? Tempest! Tempest! It's time! In a bind? Tornado drive! Benediction light. Heal! Elusive deity! Elusive deity! Behold! The earth pulse! Tectonic vision! Can you take it? Take this! Ha! Tempest! Ha!
Arts.
Soaring blast! Elusive deity! I'll face you! I'll face you! Soaring blast! Now or never. Can you take it in a bind? Begin! You're mine! Tempest! Elusive deity! Soaring blast! Tempest! deity! Soaring blast! I'll face you!
Oh man. Ah, we didn't get it.
Retreat if you know what's good for you. Ha! Don't get carried away. I'll face you. Tempt it. Take this. You're mine. Take this. Tempt it. How anticlimactic. You missed. Does it hurt? I see you. Tempt it. Formalize! Plenty for you all! Take this! You're mine! Take this! Not so fast! In your face! Tempt it! Can't get out of this! Tornado drive! Ha! Tempt it! Elusive deity! Tornado drive! Heal! Prepare to be sealed! Does it hurt? Tempt it! All in order. You missed! Tornado drive! Heal! In a bind? Ha! Tempt it! Tornado drive! Heal! Tempt it! I'll face you! I'll face you! Elusive deity! Behold! The earth pulse! Tectonic vision! Crumble! Ha! Tempt it! Benediction light! Ha! Tempt it! Elusive deity! Tornado drive! Tempt it! Elusive deity! Soaring blast! Ha! Does it hurt? Elusive deity! Tornado drive! You're mine! Have this! Begin! You're mine! What? Can you take it? Does it hurt? Tempt it! All in order. Ha! Tempt it! Tempt it! Elusive deity! Rotating pile driver! Soaring blast! Ha! Does it hurt? I'll face you! Tempt it! No further! Begin! Tempt it! Elusive deity! Tornado drive! Tempt it! Benediction light! Heal! Soaring blast! Take this! No further! Tempt it! Tempt it! Can you take it? Does it hurt? Tempt it! Can you take it? Tempt it! Tempt it! Elusive deity! Soaring blast! Rotating pile driver! Soaring blast! I'll face you! Take this! Begin! Tempt it! Benediction light. Heal! Nothing will hold me back. The earth throbs in pain. Tempt it! In a bind. Rotating pile driver. Nothing will hold me back. You're mine. Elusive deity. Soaring blast. Tempest. Elusive deity. Soaring blast. Begin. Elusive deity. Soaring blast. I see you. Tempest. The earth throbs in pain. Can you take it? What? Soaring blast! Rotating pile driver!
Alright. What's the time on that? Fuck!
Are those two?
Then it's a promise.
Indeed.
Law, what are you doing?
Huh? It's nothing. It's just...
A promise. If it has to do...
Wait. You don't think they're gonna ditch us to become treasure hunters, do you?
I really doubt that.
You never know.
Yeah, that's...
It'd make things difficult for you if they just up and disappeared on us, right?
Yeah, that'd cause some problems.
We've gotta do... That's it!
We might not be able to hear them talk like he can, but we can...
Yeah, but...
Speaking of which...
Huh?
This is
Indeed. Once
A Danon relic exhibition.
I'll let you serve as our exhibit.
right. I'll study.
And, if you could, please ensure that Hootle stays far, far away from the exhibits.
Who?
My word. This must be the work of Providence.
Prava what now?
It means destiny. I think it's a bit of an exaggeration, though.
Yes, damage output is low. There's gotta be something better with his arts.
Let's see what you've got. Soaring blast! Sonic spear! Rotating pile driver! I'll face you! I'll face you! Take this! You're mine! Dance on the wind! The tempest engulfs you! Prepare to be sealed! In a bind? Take this! Begin! Crescent flash! The tempest engulfs you! Can you take it? Dance on the wind!
Oh shit!
I shall ensure you survive this! I am not beyond fury! Behold! The Earth pulse! Tectonic vision! The tempest engulfs you! Can't get out of this! Dance on the wind! Crescent flash! Crumble! Crescent flash! Think again! Crescent flash! Dance on the wind! Take this! Ha! Take this! The tempest engulfs you! Dance on the wind! Ha! Tempest! Dance on the wind! Crescent flash! Tempest! Dance on the wind! My reach is even wider. In your face! The tempest engulfs you! Crescent flash! Dance on the wind! I see you! In your face! In a bind? The tempest engulfs you! Crescent flash! The tempest engulfs you! Dance on the wind! Ha! Tempest! Dance on the wind! You require a hand. I'll face you! Can you take it? The tempest engulfs you! Crescent flash! No further! Dance on the wind! What? The tempest engulfs you! Benediction light. Heal! Ha! Crescent flash! Dance on the wind! The tempest engulfs you! I'll face you! Crescent flash! The tempest engulfs you! Benedict, take this! Heal! Crescent flash! The tempest engulfs you! Tempest! Can't get out of this! Begin! Take this! Dance on the wind! Dance on the wind! Crescent flash! The tempest engulfs you! Dance on the wind! Tempest! Don't get carried in your face! Dance on the wind! The tempest engulfs you! Tempest! The tempest engulfs you! Dance on the wind! You require a hand. The tempest engulfs you! Crescent flash! The tempest engulfs you! Dance on the wind! Crescent flash! Dance on the wind! The tempest engulfs you! Dance on the wind! Crescent flash! The tempest engulfs you! Dance on the wind! Crescent flash!
Alright. Shit. Over by 5 seconds still.
Coming through! Dance on the wind! The earth throbs in pain. Crescent flash! The tempest engulfs you! Tempest! Crescent flash! Dance on the wind! The tempest engulfs you! Ha! The earth throbs in pain. I'll face you. Crescent Flash! Can't get out of this! The Tempest engulfs you! Dance on the wind! Stay calm. I shall provide assistance. Don't get carried in your face! Dance on the wind! You require a hand. In a bind? Crescent Flash! Dance on the wind! Crescent Flash! What? The Tempest engulfs you! Begin! Take this! No further! Crescent Flash! Dance on the wind! All in order. You missed! Can you take it? The Tempest engulfs you! The earth throbs in pain. Begin! Crescent Flash! The Tempest engulfs you! Crescent Flash! Dance on the wind! Crescent Flash! You're mine! Nothing will hold in your face! The Tempest engulfs you! So you clamor for my true power? Crumble! Heal! Benediction light. Heal! Dance on the wind! Behold! The earth pulse! Tectonic vision! In a bind? Dance on the wind! Crescent Flash! The Tempest engulfs you! Crescent Flash! The earth throbs in pain. No further! The Tempest engulfs you! Dance on the wind! Crescent Flash! Dance on the wind! Crescent Flash! The Tempest engulfs you! Dance on the wind! The Tempest engulfs you! Crescent Flash!
Die already.
The Tempest engulfs you! Crescent Flash! It's time! In a bind? The Tempest engulfs you! Dance on the... Dance on the wind! Crescent Flash! Dance on the wind! Ha! You're mine! Crescent Flash! Dance on the wind! Crescent Flash! Dance on the wind! Tempest! Crescent Flash! Dance on the wind! Tempest! Don't get carried away. You missed! What? The Tempest engulfs you! Prepare to be sealed!
Alright, we have gotta have hit that. Yes.
I suppose that concludes the last of my training exercises.
Congratulations on clearing the solo fights, Dohalim.
Damn, you really are strong, man. You're not
I'm honored you think so highly of me. But to be quite frank, the fact that I can hold my own in solo combat is hardly newsworthy.
Yeah, but it's still a testament to why you were picked to be a lord. No ordinary Renan has got that kind of strength.
And that isn't saying much, considering how I let my skills rust while in charge of Elda Menencia.
It's okay to take a As I've traveled the world with everyone, these training grounds are part of the reason why it's good. You had them built.
I suppose when you put it like that, I did have my reasons for having this facility erected, yeah. Looking back on things, it's clear I should have tried out these exercises for myself, at least once during my reign as Lord.
Why do you say that?
Because the training itself skews too heavily in favor of refining only the basics. Its actual applications are rather limited. It would be nice if there was at least one more higher level of training.
You do realize that everyone who trains here is not going to be as skilled.
Alright, we'll wrap it up for tonight. Oh man, I didn't realize it was already 1. So yeah, shit. Weapon skin. Alright, so we'll wrap it up for tonight. Man. I still want to collect all... Oh, you know what? Let's see.
Always good to be back in familiar territory.
Okay, nope. We have to, Alright, we'll wrap it up for tonight. Save. And yeah. We have to finish, so tomorrow is the last time I have to finish this. So I have to finish all the quests, all the side quests, and then we'll finish the game. Alright, that's it for tonight. See ya.